They were just two little girls walking their dog through the woods, until they stumbled upon something that would change their lives forever. A police officer, barely breathing, lying in a pool of blood. But what these twin sisters and their loyal dog did next left the entire police department speechless. This is a story of courage, instinct, and an ending you'll never forget. It was a quiet Saturday morning in a sleepy town on the edge of Oregon's forest line. 10-year-old twin sisters, Lily and Emma, had one tradition they never broke, taking their golden retriever, Max, for a walk through the trails behind their neighborhood. The girls were giggling about school and summer plans when Max suddenly stopped, ears up, body tense. He bolted down a path they rarely took. The girls, alarmed but curious, chased after him. What they found made Lily scream. At the base of a mossy slope, a man lay bleeding, unconscious, and barely alive. His uniform told them everything. They had found a police officer. Officer Daniel Reyes had been chasing an armed suspect through the woods earlier that morning. What started as a routine patrol turned deadly when he was ambushed. His radio was smashed, and his service weapon had been taken. He'd been left for dead. Emma knelt beside him, trembling. "He's still breathing," she shouted. But there was no cell signal. Most kids would panic. But not Lily and Emma. Lily remembered a technique she saw on a first aid video at school. She tore off her hoodie, wrapped it tightly around his upper leg, where he was bleeding the most, and pressed down hard. Meanwhile, Emma looked at Max and whispered, "Go home, Max. Go get help." The dog didn't hesitate. Max bolted toward the neighborhood like a streak of lightning. Minutes ticked by. The officer groaned in pain but still hadn't regained consciousness. Lily kept pressure on the wound. Emma tried to keep him talking, anything to keep him awake. Then barking. Max had returned, but not alone. Two neighbors and one off-duty MT came running, following Max's desperate trail. One man had his phone up, already calling 911. The MT took over the first aid, nodding in shock at Lily's makeshift tourniquet. Paramedics arrived within 10 minutes. Officer Reyes was airlifted out. He had lost a dangerous amount of blood, but because of what those girls did, he made it. The story didn't end there. The suspect who attacked Officer Reyes was caught later that day trying to flee in a stolen car. What shocked the department even more was that inside the vehicle, they found a list of addresses including Officer Reyes' home and 2 other police officers. It was part of a targeted plan. Had Reyes not been found, no one would have known what the suspect was planning next. The twins didn't just save a life. They may have stopped a tragedy from unfolding. A week later, Lily and Emma were invited to the police department. In front of a packed room of officers, Officer Reyes, now out of the hospital, stood with tears in his eyes as he hugged the girls. Max, of course, wagged his tail proudly, wearing a custom badge that read Honorary K9 Hero. The chief handed each girl a certificate of bravery. "We're trained for danger," he said. But courage like this doesn't come with training. It comes from the heart. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And tell us in the comments, what would you have done if you were in their shoes? Sometimes the smallest heroes make the biggest difference.